food. Why don't I think of it as a career? And then I joined Top Chef, and after that, it's been my love. The kitchen is just amazing. So for today, I'm gonna make the biryani. And I chose biryani because a lot of people don't understand the concept of it. They think it's so hard and they think it's Indian or it's too much of this. No, it's actually a Swahili, Asian kind of dish. So I thought, why not bring to you at home? It actually takes us 20 minutes to make a nice biryani. So the first thing I'm gonna do is deep fry these onions because we like to fry them until they're brown. So once the oil is hot, I'll put this and then a little bit of Coca-Cola so that it can just glaze with its. So I've thinly sliced it so that it can cook slowly and nice and easy. Okay. And in the kitchen, we always use the rule clean as you go. So we don't leave our bowls running everywhere. I'll put them in the sink so that I may clean them later. As I wait for this to do that, I shall be cleaning the chicken. We always have to clean our meats. So I shall clean this with a little bit of lemon juice and running water, okay? And as we like to say, that when you create a recipe, write it down, put photos in it, and actually have a book. So that's how we actually continue with consistency. So whatever I do right now, it's definitely written down and actually given to another chef. And then we train the actual chef the same way we do, so that there's nothing that we lack. And make sure you order your things before. The last minute rush also actually brings a problem because you will not get certain spices, not get certain herbs. So ensure it actually ordered before. That will make sure consistency is very well kept. And always mise en place. And that means, I know a lot of you think we are bougie, and yes, we are. Mise en place means everything that I've done right now. You'll see the chopped onions, the chopped everything that is done, we prepare way before. And that is like an hour before any dish. When we open, we start with that before we start cooking. Once I create a menu, I send it to the client. I prefer the client to do their own shopping because that will ensure that they have kept clean on what they need. If it's meat, they would prefer buying from a certain supplier, they'll get it from that. If they're allergic to something, they'll only actually buy things they're not allergic to. So that ensures that there's no mistake that I make and they don't make also a mistake. That continuously helps and improves our system. So I do enjoy cooking for everyone, like all my friends. Whenever we have gatherings, bits, baby showers, bridal showers, I am the chef to look at because we have fun together. So I ensure all my friends are part of it, but mostly it's them on the side watching me do as I do. And it always makes people happy. Food makes the world go round, so why not do it together? So with biryani, if you've ever noticed biryani, pilau, those Swahili dishes, you all eat in one sinia. So you share your hands together, you clean together, you eat together, and you cheers together in every moment. So that's why I chose biryani, because it's a common together dish. So the one rule of a chef and in the customer service rule is the client is always right. So at no one moment will I do not accept liability, just like an insurance company. You do not. So we apologize. And I will recommend something different from the menu and I will create for you a new dish out of my own pocket because mistakes are bound to happen and we can be rushing and we can be running. So I will always claim the customer is always right and I will own up on my own side and give you a great dish after that. So I will add the Coca-Cola. Nice and easy. Oof. So the Coca-Cola will cook down to become a sugar glaze that will actually help also the onions to become brown and nice and release their juices. So I can say I've been honored to meet three sous chef, one an executive sous chef, and two as head sous chefs. And they were both in my young years when I was in Norfolk. And they actually taught me how to be happy in the kitchen. Because the kitchen can really drain you. You're coming into work at 6:45 and things are not going right. And you have the exec chef shouting left, right, and center. And he used to just be a happy chef. And he would smile and allow us to have music and fun times in the kitchen. The executive chef, also like the executive sous chef, I used to like him because he'll give me opportunities. Be it running the kitchen on my own, he will let you run it, make the mistakes, and you move. The other exec chef was for a country club, and that's the hardest job one has. Right now, I can have fun creating any dish I want, but in a club, you're not allowed to do that. So he also taught me how to just take that experience and laugh and smile about it. So I actually want to glaze the chicken because once you glaze the chicken, you're sealing the juices inside before I can cook it with the sauces. I prefer that because it makes it crispy as you eat it very well. As you can see, the coke has gone down and it made the onions really nice and brown. So we want to continue with that until it becomes thick, dark brown. If I'm sick or if I'm low in life, I'll actually spend most of my time in the kitchen because it gives me joy. So much joy than a human being can. So I always enjoy being in the kitchen at that time. But when I'm happy and relaxed, I don't want to be in the kitchen. Like it's more strenuous being happy in the kitchen because that's when things go wrong. Because everyone has an expectation of your food should be excellent all the time. But when you're happy, actually is when you make more mistakes. But when you're sad, rather when I'm going through my moments, I come up with very creative dishes more. I come up with weird things in the kitchen that turn out to be great that I add into my menus, which a lot of people have actually enjoyed. So now, once this is done, in the same pot, I shall add all my other ingredients. And my first one is actually blended tomatoes. I used about 8 of them without the skin. So at the moment we don't add salt because all these spices actually have their natural salt. So you let it first cook down with it so you may taste the salt for us. So again, chicken directly from my farm. My meat I also get directly from a supplier that I know the feeds they're feeding are actually from the company that kachumber is well best. and some dhania. Gently so that your eggs don't boil, like break. So just do it gently, nice and easy. You will realize like today we're using mostly for the pilau masala, it's a lot of cinnamon, cardamom, cumin, and then something I like to add is star anise. All of those balance in their own way. Cinnamon is from a back of a tree. It's never that too strong, so you should know the level of it. Cardamom is quite strong, so you have to ensure you put a little bit of it as you mix it. Cumin is also quite strong. So if you once you understand all of it and know, actually like for herbs, go taste it on its raw. You will understand how it's going to be. Then you balance it all together. And you always have to make sure it's sweet and savory at the traditional biryani is ready to be eaten. day.